Today I'm going to teach you how to cite your references in Word using Zotero. And we're going to do this so that you can write your papers faster and cite while you write faster instead of taking longer or doing it manually. Before I get started, I do want to give you a free gift, which is my scientific research paper checklist. You can get it in the link in the description below. It's a simple checklist that you can walk through to make sure that you're writing your papers as well as you possibly can and going to increase your chances of getting accepted into journals. So if you don't know, Zotero is a free reference management software. This means that you can download Zotero for free, import all of your references into it, organize it, and then use it to cite in your research papers. If you have never used Zotero before, check out these videos above that walk you through how to import your references into Zotero and organize them into Zotero so that you can be on track for being able to cite them easily from Zotero. So here is my Zotero. This is one of the ones that I created in those videos that I talked about earlier. So I have a bunch of different articles within here. And so now what I really want to do is be able to utilize these articles to use in actually citing. What I now want to do is be able to utilize the articles that I've already organized within here to use to actually cite in my papers. I've written just kind of an example paper here, so this isn't anything important. And what I want to do is show you how to cite things. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the Zotero tab. If you don't see a Zotero tab in your Word document, then go into Zotero and enable it in the settings to have that Word plugin available. So we're going to come in here. And then this is really as simple as just adding or editing a citation in. So if I hit the add or edit, you're going to get this search bar pop up here. And so what you can really do is just search for keywords that are going to be in the titles of the papers that are in your Zotero, or search for authors. So I'm going to show you how to do that in two ways. So I'm just going to search for steroids. And this is one of my review papers, so I'll click that. And then if I just hit space, I'm going to come out of this and I can add as many as I want into this. So now I'm going to search for Reister. And so these are all of my papers. Obviously, that's my name. So I can add another one into this. And then I can keep adding into it. So once you have all of the papers that you want to cite for a given citation, you're just going to leave it like that and just press enter. It'll show the bar and then it will do this up here. The first time that you go to add a citation in, it'll generally ask you which journal style you want to use. So if we want to see what journal style it's using to put this in here, you go to Document Preferences, and then it's going to show you here the citation style. So right now this is under steroids. If we want, I could put it under the American Chemical Society, and I can press OK. It's going to automatically now update it. So whenever you're switching from a bracketed or a parentheses to a superscript, one thing you want to remember is that they go in different places of the punctuation. So if it's bracketed, like if I switch it back and go to steroids, so if it's bracketed, you want your citation spaced from your sentence and then with the period immediately following that citation in most citation styles. If you go then to a superscript, so if I go back to the American Chemical Society, now it's a superscript. So now this looks awkward, right? And that's because you want your period directly following the sentence and then your superscript's going to come afterwards. So if you are switching citation styles, one thing you want to remember is to go through, and if you are actually changing it from like a bracketed to a superscript style, you want to actually go through and change where your punctuation is. I know that's a lot of work, but that's kind of how to do it. At least you don't have to go through and then redo all of your brackets to superscripts and redo your bibliography. So that's how we insert a citation. So if I want to insert another citation up here, let's say I want to insert something talking about fames, which is a type of eye mobility. And so the reason why you're seeing duplicates in here, just clarify that, you should always try to remove duplicates from your Zotero, because if you click this one versus this one, it could be different between each other. So then you're going to have two citations that mean the same thing. The reason I have duplicates is because in my Zotero, I have folders dedicated to these demos that I'm doing. So I don't want to go and interrupt my actual folders. Once I finish out all of these demos, I'll probably go and delete those demo folders. So that's why there's duplicates in here. So if I click that in, and then I'm just going to press enter, and it's now going to insert it. And because it's the superscript, forgot we were on a superscript, I need to move that period. Okay. So now it automatically updated. This is 1. Now these are 2 and 3. So you don't have to go through when you add new ones in and re-update things if you have a numbered system. So now that I have these in here, now I want to input my bibliography. And so if you scroll down, there's no bibliography here, right? So if you've ever used EndNote, it will actually import in your bibliography as you cite. Zotero will not do that. So what you need to do is create your section for your bibliography. So I'm going to have references, and then what we're going to do is add edit bibliography. So as soon as we do that, it's then going to populate these things. So now if I want to go back and I'm going to change it back to steroids, we can see that it's now changed these to be similar to what's before. And then you can always come here and make this double spaced if you need to. So make sure you highlight all of it, but you can come in here and make this double spaced and stuff like that. If you want to make it a hanging indent, you just, well, that already did that, but you can move this bar. So that can control how hanging it is or not. So that's how to bring in your references and cite things simply within all of this. Again, since I changed it to a bracket, I do need to go and change where that period is. The one thing else I want to show you is that if you don't have a citation style, so if I go back over to Zotero and I go to document preferences, and let's say I want to submit to the Journal for Mass Spectrometry. So I don't think I have the citation style for that. So if I'm looking in here, I don't have the citation style for that at all. So what I'm going to do is go get that citation style. And you can create your own citation style, but most journals actually have their citation style already done. So we're going to go over here and we're going to go into Zotero.org/styles. And so now I can search for the journal I'm interested. So I want to search for journal, is it of mass spectrometry, I think? So yeah, the International Journal of Mass Spectrometry, here we go. So if you hover over it, you can see what this looks like. It's obviously a bracketed citation style, and then you can see what the actual bibliography looks like. And so we're going to come in here, and if we just click on it, it will then bring the Zotero connector. So if you've actually downloaded in your Zotero connector, this makes it super easy. So it says add citation style to Zotero, and I'm gonna click OK. It'll say installing style up there, and then it'll go away. So now if I go back into my Word and go to document preferences, and now I can look up here, International Journal of Mass Spectrometry. So that's as simple as it is. Whenever you're working with a new journal that you don't have a style for, just go to that page, have it install, make sure you have your Zotero connector installed in, and then you can click OK. And now it's going to update that. So this looks very similar to the steroids that we were working with earlier. That's the basics for how to cite your references using Zotero. It's fairly simple. You can always edit it and things like that. The one thing I would suggest is with your bibliography, whatever formatting changes you're going to make to that, make it to it at the very end, because every time you update it, it's going to revert back to its original formatting. Don't forget that you can download my free gift of the scientific research paper checklist to help you write your research papers more easily. And leave me a comment below about what reference manager you use and why you use that specific ones. And if there's something with either Zotero, EndNote, or Mendeley that you're confused on how to do, and I can start creating videos specifically to help you with those things. Thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.